I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your boy TP. Today, we are back in the courtroom of Judge Erane Washington for part 2 of Tarik Dey's non-payment of rent issue. There has been a complaint filed against him by Country Meadows for non-payment of rent. If you haven't seen the first appearance, I encourage you to go and watch that and then come and check this one out. And then that way you'll be caught up and understand what's going on. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the second appearance.
We're moving on to the 3:30 docket at 4 o'clock. And I did play a little catch up. 1 point, we were an hour behind. We'll call the case of Country Meadows Apartments versus Samar Tariq Dey and Erica Witherspoon. Case number 23C0276.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor. Christopher Borkin for the plaintiff.
Where's my motion? Oh, I see it. There we are. All right. So first of all, there was Mr. Dey. Could you please state your name, sir?
I'm Tariq Dey.
Thank you, sir. All right. So first of all, the court had adjourned this because I had some concerns about Mr. Tariq Dey's capacity to be able to represent himself in this particular case. I do not find authority for the court to refer in a civil matter. So therefore, we'll have to address this matter like any other normal matter. Mr. Borkin, did you receive Mr. Dey's motion?
I did, Your Honor. He emailed it to me following the hearing.
All right. Mr. Dey, at this time, you can go ahead and argue your motion.
The motion is that making an interim claim against the property, the alleged property, 251-302 Stevens Drive. Like I said, I sent my affidavits to you that have not been addressed, as well as the affidavit to the plaintiff that has not been addressed. And I'm just here to see if the plaintiff is going to rebut any of the claims that were made within the correspondence.
Thank you. Mr. Borkin.
Your Honor, I would respond to this motion by saying that it has no basis in Michigan law, landlord-tenant law. It's not within the court's jurisdiction to grant the relief that he's asking or
Objection.
Claims that he's bringing. Mr. Dey, I didn't interrupt you. I'd ask that you grant me the same courtesy. Your Honor, I'd ask you to
Mr.
deny the motion and set this either for trial or be prepared to take testimony to find no triable issue.
Okay. Mr. Dey, is there anything you would like to say?
Yeah, I was attempting to keep this private because I don't want to cause any confusion out there. But I did send you a document in your ex officio capacity, placing you as a fiduciary to this case and account, and which was not answered. So a notice of fault was sent stating that you agreed to the claims within the initial executive order, affidavit high prerogative writ of quo warranto, to take over the assets of the case to charge it off to the plaintiff. But as I've sent the response to the plaintiff, if the plaintiff is not prepared to address the response, as it was stated to the plaintiff that they had until today to address all of which was requested to be addressed in the response or in the correspondence to the plaintiff. If they weren't prepared to answer all those today, then the case would be dismissed and the account will be satisfied.
All right, so my ruling on the motion is exactly what Mr. Borkin said. First of all, I don't have any jurisdiction over whatever issues you're bringing up because those are not actual issues. Secondly, that's not an actual motion. There is no basis for the motions that you filed in the law as we exist.
Objection.
Sir, if you object again while I'm talking, you're going to get held in contempt. Do you understand?
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm trying to, I understand that the court doesn't have jurisdiction because it's
over your
the property.
motion. There's nothing that you have said that is even a real motion, sir. The motion is denied.
It's an affidavit. It's not a motion.
All right, I'm going to schedule this for a hearing, at which time, sir, I advise you once again to go seek legal counsel. It appears you didn't do that at all. And then I'm going to schedule it on the 24th. Are you available, Mr. Borkin, on the 24th?
I would be, Your Honor.
I would not be available.
Then if you don't show up to court on that day, sir, the hearing will be held without you.
According to the Judicial Code of Conduct, you're supposed to extend. I'm not a United States citizen. I'm a foreign national, and I'm here under my nation's constitution, laws, and bylaws. And I'm only here to settle the matters at hand. This is dealing with trust property. The property in question has been conveyed to the Tariq Dey Living Trust, along with the personal information of the alleged defendants, which is now being used in the public without just compensation for the use of that private property. A promissory note was signed, the lease was signed, but full disclosure was not given that what was taking place was a consumer credit transaction, and cash is not a necessity to satisfy a consumer credit transaction. But with it even being a consumer credit transaction, full disclosure wasn't stated that the lease and the private property of the signature of the alleged defendants will be used to securitize that lease, and which by itself destroys or separates the lease, which is the bill, and the security, which is the signature. Because without us, the reason why you don't have subject matter is because we give the subject, which is the property, we make it matter, as we were the ones to sign a consumer credit transaction. But we weren't offered the remedy of not having full disclosure. Within any contract, full disclosure is a must, and we weren't granted that, along with the other issues that brought this whole account up, within the public. So if we need to address it at a later date, I would say no, because I have already brought forth my claim, and my claim has not yet been rebutted. To say that what I have to say as a national or foreign national is not recognized by you is dismissive, and that's religious discrimination, because all I'm doing is what Article 1 of the United States Constitution says. It gives me a right to perform my religious execution. I have the right to religious freedoms, in which you're stating as you're trying to, or your statements have been dismissive towards my religious freedoms, which would be discrimination on your part. And I know that's not what you're attempting to do, but that's what is being done. And along with the discrepancies with the plaintiff. And all I'm here to do, ma'am, I understand what you asked. I didn't understand what you asked our previous date of stating that you felt I was incompetent, or that I didn't understand the procedures that were taking place. I just wanted to be private, as I didn't want to cause confusion amongst the masses out here, because I'm not a United States citizen like most of the people on this call. I'm a foreign national, and I come under the laws of my country and under my nation and under my constitution, along with international law, such as the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, along with the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, which give us the right to self-government, self-determination, and self-autonomy.
Mr. Dey, you've talked.
Yes, ma'am.
Enough. I will see you on March 24th, 2023 at 3:30.
Is this excuse me, what is the type of case this will be?
Well, guys, we have come to the end of this second proceeding, this second appearance by Mr. Tarik Dey. And listen, if you saw the first one, like I encourage you guys to do, remember the judge was very concerned about his mental capacity and the way he was talking and the way he was doing things. She wasn't sure if she should go forward with this case or if he would be able to go forward with this case. But as we can see here in the second appearance, because it's a civil matter, it's not the same like in a criminal matter where, you know, you can have the competency hearing form, the evaluation, so on and so forth. So she had to pretty much just go ahead and go forward with the case. And as we can see, I'm gonna be honest, I followed Tarik Dey before Judge Simpson, still following him before Judge Simpson because he's getting ready to go to trial. But I'm telling you, I don't think I've ever heard him talk this crazy. I don't know what he was talking about. And a lot of times we don't know what these sovereign citizens are talking about, but Tariq went on a long tangent to where you see Judge Washington had to stop him. He was talking out of his mind. And this is what she was concerned about. And, you know, he even went on so long to where Judge Washington just basically cut him off at the end. I don't know if you guys caught that, but nonetheless, we're going to see, as we can see, this is going to trial because there's really nothing else that can be done. I mean, with the way he's talking and the thing that he's, you know, the affidavits that he's filing and so on and so forth, I don't think the trial is going to work out good for him, but we shall find out after this because we will be posting that trial up on tomorrow. But listen, with that being said, thank you guys for joining me always here at Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame. With that being said, guys, Sovereign Citizens Court is adjourned. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow for the trial, and God bless.